Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. If you guys would all just take a minute, I'm going to clear the air in our heart spaces at this time. Woo! How is everybody doing today? It's August 1st. Happy new month, right? Well, the Lionsgate portal opened up and the energy of August is now going to start picking up. Yay! Okay, so when a portal opens up, people think, oh yay, now we're gonna get our blessings and only good things. Well, the problem with portals, remember, as above, so below, something always sneaks in, okay, or out. With that being said, there is a lesson for the entire month of August. Something or someone is going to loop back around as a test, and it'll show you, it's going to show up the same way that it did in the past, and maybe this has shown up a couple times more in the past, but maybe this time around it might have a new face. It might be a different set of people, but pay attention to when something shows up, because the energy is going to be off and you're going to be like, I've been through this before, but it had different faces, okay? The goal to pass this test is to answer it as the new version of you, okay? This is to show you your spiritual growth, or you're showing the universe, hey, I've grown. Once you've passed it, it will be gone for good and it'll get stored in your soul's bank as lesson learned. So choose wisely, don't fall for it. Watch for the patterns, watch how they try to keep you small or try to dim your light. Notice also how your old excuses will quietly disappear. You'll also notice if you've been experiencing a lot of resistance, say in the last couple months, every time you try to do something, you got a door. That's resistance, right? Or you feel blocked. You have blocked energy around you. That is actually going to be gone. Things are going to suddenly just happen. And it's going to come naturally, in a sense. August is the month of movement. And the reason why this energy is picking up is because it's like destiny is trying to hurry up and place people exactly where they need to be before before winter sets in. So somebody might take a fall, because I wanted to use the word fall. Something's going to happen this fall. Maybe that'll be somebody's new beginning. I don't know. But once you're, probably now and then the next few days, you're going to start feeling at ease. You're going to feel lighter. You're not resisting things anymore. And this is basically you knowing that your energy has finally aligned with, I'm trying to think of how I want to say it. Your energy now is finally aligning because it knows now how to exactly show up. Because maybe before, and with that resistance, maybe it was you fighting your excuses, and when it shows up, it's not going to show up forcefully or perfectly, but it happens very naturally, okay? Which is how it's supposed to. This is because you are no longer battling with yourself. No more old excuses. You are no longer fighting for those old excuses anymore. They're no longer going to make sense. You're going to notice this month that you've outgrown certain people, places, and things. Some people, when they talk to you, they're just going to sound absolutely freaking ridiculous, because you have now changed and you are now energetically leveling up. And a lot of other people, they have not. They want to keep you looping, right? Come back. you know? So now that you're energetically leveling up, when you talk to people, you're gonna start laughing because you're gonna be like, and I've already noticed it. I noticed it today, yesterday, and in the last couple days. That whole something's gonna come back around, it has for me, and I know I cannot really, well, I can speak on it, but I have to play this very cautious because I did not the first time around. And this has something to do with actually corporations and business. So anyways, we're gonna move forward. These people are no longer going to stall you. They're no longer gonna block you from your path. And you're gonna chuckle and laugh because they are gonna sound ridiculous, but your mind is gonna stop overthinking and your body is just gonna start doing, okay? That's the Lion's portal gate. That's the Leo energy, because Leo energy is all about just taking actions, right? You might end up finding a little bit more fun, maybe laughing a little bit more. Come August 6th, Saturn and Neptune are going to conjunct. This energy is going to feel quite, I want to say heavy in a sense, because when Saturn and Neptune join, this is where truth no longer hurts. It liberates. This energy is going to hit people very, very hard. Saturn is the planet of hard truth, structure, and karmic energy, or karmic reality. And it's going to collide with Neptune. Neptune is the planet of the dreamer, the illusionist, the keeper of the fog. And when they meet, illusions don't just fade, they collapse and they hit hard. So again, someone's going to take a quite mighty fall. So for you out there, if you have a pure heart or clean heart, you know exactly what I mean when I say that. This energy is actually going to be a rescue mission for you. So the other people, for you other people who are not of pure or clean hearts, and you're still holding on to some resentment and you didn't do the healing work or whatever the case may be, for others, their reality and their masks will be destroyed. You know, so things that are not real, you know, the fakeness, they're going to show you exactly what's not in alignment with you. Some of you are going to end something for good, and you will have zero regret in doing so. This is going to bring relief and not grief. Because when you finally let go of what isn't true or in alignment with you, there's no more sadness. You were just holding space. And that space needs to be let go so that something new can come in that is energetically aligned with you. And that shift has already happened. Most of us can already feel it. For some of you, the opposite is actually going to happen. You're going to stop doubting and you're going to start building with someone because you no longer need to know or ask questions, because you will just have an inner knowing. You finally aligned your mind, your heart, and your soul. That's actually what happened. So be careful, because this August, also, this is a warning. I'm not trying to scare people, and I also know not everybody's life is all crazy. Some people's is, though. So I feel like this does need to come out, because Leo energy, especially fire signs and water signs, they have a hard time with this energy, where earth signs and air signs, well, air signs, we're mutable, so we can adapt. But earth signs are very grounded people, so typically they don't get carried away with this energy unless they are not balanced and they haven't done any healing work. But typically, because, you know, fire signs and water signs react off of emotions sometimes, this is where the warning comes in. So be careful. Because this August, someone around you is going to lose control of themselves. And it will be emotional, dramatic, and it might even get really messy, like police. Basically, this will be a desperate act. This is also going to be confirmation to you that you outgrew them, and they are going to freak out because they didn't want to let you go. So again, fire signs and water signs, and if you're an earth sign, which honestly, earth signs, I don't really feel like you're going to be affected by this too much, but I do feel that the fire signs and water signs, because, you know, water signs they are water, right? So emotions. Fire signs, this is your energy, but it's Leo energy. So this is typically where fire signs tend to get into their egos. And if your mask falls off, what do? You freak out, right? So be careful. Just try to balance your emotions. Stay grounded. Wear black if you need to. But this person will be a person that you tried to help them. You tried to fix them. You tried to understand them. Maybe even cared for them at one time. But when you left them, there was a price that you happily paid. What was that price? Was it your peace? Was it your sanity? But when you cut that tie with them, it costed you something. What did that cost you? For some reason, that's very significant. So beware and cautious. When this actually does happen, you are not going to be triggered at all. You're actually going to be quite detached, more like a what the fuck kind of energy. This is for when, and then you're going to ask, why is this even happening? This is for you to see that that person is no longer your burden anymore. So at some point in your life, this person became a burden to you. And this is like the energetic cord or whatever. Even though you already did, this person wants to keep you. So sometimes someone else's spiral is the clearest mirror of how far you came, how far you've grown, and how far in what you learned. And you're not going to be triggered at all. But this will make you very still, because it is going to be kind of like an almost destined and fated event. Maybe there was an unfinished business on the other side, you know, but whatever it is, once this takes place, you're going to be very still, and this person's going to be freaking the F out. Again, sometimes someone else's spiral is the clearest mirror of how far that you came, grown, and learned. Again, be thankful and grateful that you did the healing work and that you are not like them. Pray for them. Some of you out there, please be very cautious. This kind of energy is like what people make movies out of, you know? So I don't want to scare anybody, but it is a warning. So be very careful and please watch yourself, because a lot of people are going to get into their emotions if they are not stably grounded or know how to center themselves, or, you know, because basically this energy is coming in from people who are not balanced. Their energy is not balanced, you know, basically because they wanted you to carry all their burdens. They projected onto you. You know, they did whatever it was that they could do, even if it was just to get your attention, you know. Weird, I know, but these are the lessons of August. So let's just take it all in. Be grateful. No judgments. But this is going to be an interesting month, because once September 1st hits, September 1st is going to be like a 360. We are jumping timelines so fastly because a lot of people didn't want to move. They didn't want to go into their new beginnings. Some people tried to, like, when it came to their contracts, tried to, like, you know, like, take people's destinies, stall them, block them. But with, like, you know, a lot of people might have hindered you, but at the end of the day, your destiny is your destiny. You know, nobody can take that from you. Again, it can be hindered, but crib, someone might be moving. Birth or conception of a new child or enterprise. So a new idea is coming in, or maybe you're going to get a new house, or maybe a child is going to enter your life. but it's definitely something new. Let's get something else. Come on. Ooh. We got bells, so someone's gonna make a huge announcement. Maybe they had a baby. Congratulations for those who are with child. What else do we need to know today? Let's try that again. Box, some of you are gonna receive a gift. Some of you are getting a gift, yay. Oh, all right. Fan, romance and a celebration and a party is coming up, woohoo. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So some man is very significant. Ooh. When this man shows up, make sure you keep your life in balance. So actually what I'm getting for it is justice is going to be served. That's what I just got. Maybe this guy did an imbalance to you. Maybe this guy's going to come in and balance the scales. Maybe someone else wronged you, but this guy is going to help heal you by balancing out the scales, you know. So keep balance in your life. Ooh, something is definitely falling apart. In the sun, happiness and well-being. So the balance is coming in and happiness is coming in. And the bad news is broken wishbone. Some of you will not be getting a wish granted. Remember, God's rejection is God's protection is what I wanted to say. Rejection is God's protection. So maybe that wish, maybe you outgrown it and it's not in your best interest for you to have that wish, you know. Whatever that wish is. Let's get an advice card for today. What kind of advice do we need to know? Reassess. It's time to reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. I'm in on that. I have been thinking about that as well. Not that I have very much cleanup because actually I'm by myself all the time. That is so funny. But going back to my other situation, I was thinking about that actually. It's more of a work situation. But anyways, let's get a card from the dairy fairies. Maybe somebody's been eating too much dairy because I wanted to say dairy. Some of you need to get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in many ways. When you start exercising, you're basically just moving energy. So by moving, you're getting rid of stuck energy, okay? So get up and dance, you know, go take a walk around the block. Just do something different. Change up that routine. And assertiveness, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. It's time to be assertive and stand up for what's right. All right, we're gonna change it up. Let's clear something out of our energy. Beginning of the month. Well, this came out. Ooh, it's a good one. All right, let's clear out something from our energy. Ready? All childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are now cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Excuse me. All childhood traumas and unhealed wounds are now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Say that out loud, and it will be granted. All right, let's just jump right on into it. Let's just get to what does the collective need to know to move forward today? What does the collective need to know to move forward today? Oh, some of you are going to have a face-to-face talk. 2 of Cups energy. That's actually that's like 2 people who love each other that's having a serious but loving conversation. That's actually really good energy. That's a good energy to start off. Maybe they are talking because they want a divorce, or maybe it's a talk because it needs to be about a divorce or a separation, or maybe a contract is now broken. Once this talk happens, you guys are going to be starting a brand new beginning. That's a fool's journey, stepping into the unknown. But when you step in that unknown, you're not going to have any help. Help will not be arriving at this time. So take a pause, think it out, reassess. Right now, kind of relax and chill. Think about all the things that you've already accomplished and what you need to do next in order to move forward. Remember, we got 30 days this month, I think. Somebody is not putting work and effort into an Empress. So somebody's got their back turned towards an Empress. Somebody does not want to put any work and effort in towards this Empress. Now, an Empress makes everything beautiful. She's a homemaker. She's caring, loving, and kind. She's all four queens wrapped up in one. Somebody's sleeping on an Empress. Now, that's okay, though, because this Empress already released herself. She ain't worried. She's going to move on forward. Why? Because she creates. She attracts. She doesn't chase. She's balanced. She's got her emotions balanced, and she creates new things everywhere she goes. So she's already released herself, but she does have two choices and what she does not see coming. So if you are the Empress or you resonate with the Empress, now that you have released yourself from something, what you do not see coming is, another person did you block or release yourself from a woman who is not basically the opposite of you? She's only one queen. You're all four queens wrapped up in one. She is not loving and kind. She's pretty upset. She's bitter and jealous of you. And now she's in a mental prison. Self-imposed restrictions. She is upset. This is jealousy energy. You've released yourselves from that level of jealousy. And now this woman's energy is restricted from you. So basically you leveled up. If she thought she was mad before, she's going to be even madder. Anyway, she's kind of in a mental prison. She's self-imposed, restricting herself from you. But don't worry, because Empress, you got an Emperor coming in. This is a total vibrational match. And this Empress doesn't even see it coming. Why? Because she's too busy doing her own thing, making things pretty. She's transforming, probably healing, just going about her day. And look, you got an Emperor and an Empress. This is like power couple. These two rule the world. They rule kingdoms, So Empress, good job. And now you got the Emperor. Someone coming in, doing the right thing. I think this girl was jealous of you. Could be an older woman. I have no idea. Whoever was bitter and jealous of you in an extent was restricting you and herself from this Emperor. And this Emperor is going to do the right thing. He ended something. Completion of a cycle. Emperors, if you resonate with the Emperor, typically they're older men, but they don't have to be. You can have an old soul and be a young person and still resonate with this Emperor card. You ended and completed a cycle because why? Destiny and fate. It was destined and fated for you to walk away from someone and come in and be in alignment with your Empress. But you do need to be a little cautious. It is destined and fated, but be cautious. Why? Because you need to forgive yourself or someone for a wrongdoing. I think you need to forgive yourself, or you are going to ask for forgiveness. If you are an Emperor seeking forgiveness, either you're going to have to forgive yourself or someone else for a wrongdoing, or this Empress might be forgiving you because maybe you decided you weren't going to put work and effort in on this person, Whatever it is, it's forgiveness. So So it's good. Fire sign females, we're moving on. But yeah, seek forgiveness. If you are a fire sign, typically younger females, you don't have to be a fire sign, but Queen of Wands energy, you're young, sexy, beautiful, single, creative. Guess what? You have an inner knowing. This is also Hermit energy, so you might not be working with anybody at this time. You're going within, maybe doing some healing work. Yeah, you're not fighting the energy. This is actually your energy. You're just going with the flow. You're not fighting. You have a good change coming in and you feel it. You've been feeling it for a while. Good Tower, good change coming in. Maybe you're healing from a major betrayal. Some of you do need to heal from a major betrayal, and it's putting you in your feelings, so it might come back. It is going to come back around. Those of you that are healing from a major betrayal, and when you walked away, you were in your feelings. It is going to come back around, but the next time, now that when it comes back around, you're going to be happy. Super happy that it did. And it's going to give you a brand new beginning. And it's almost like confirmation, like you knew it was going to happen. So I think what this is that you predicted something and you told this person that this was going to happen. And guess what? It did. Oh, I get that a lot. I tell people, a lot of people like to cross me and I'm like, hey, by you doing this, this is what's going to happen. They usually come back and tell me you were right. Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to listen. We all gotta learn the hard way, I guess. Anyways, yeah, you knew there was an injustice or an imbalance. You're gonna find out and it's gonna make you happy. You're also being blocked from it. Be careful that someone doesn't try to do an injustice to you because they're trying to block you from something. Maybe you want to move forward with your life and somebody's going to try to come in and pull you back. Some of you might need to block out family members. There's a family that is not happy. They are moving forward and they will be judged for whatever it is they said or did. They are under judgment, God. And there might be an unhappy family that is going to court. But this is my God card. God is stepping in. These are fated events. Maybe some people decided to go up against God's plan. God's coming back in and saying, Yeah, God knows who did the injustice. Maybe there's an unhappy family because they have to go to court because there is an injustice and they will be judged. They're going to have to pay out some money if they end up going to court. Because this is karmic, because remember, this is Saturn deals with karmic realities. God is making this family is going to be very unhappy because God knew you caused an injustice and he's going to make you pay. And it's going to hit your financials, bank accounts. Why? Because if God gives you money, you are meant to share it. Share your blessings. Why? Because, somebody's going to fall apart. Something's going to fall down. Why? Because sometimes God gives you things on purpose so that you can be a blessing to someone else. So some of you might have to share that wealth. Anyways, karmic contracts have been broken. God's not happy with the family because he wanted them to share money or a gift. But the contract's now broken. They were supposed to share it with this woman who is all by herself. She's got the 9 of Pentacles anyways. One more Pentacle, she would have it all. Anyways, she's all by herself. Nobody has lived with it. Nobody moved in with her. This family is going to give her some money and then she's going to be stable again. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. I don't understand. Maybe this woman, if you are the 9 of Pentacles, maybe some of you might resonate with this. A Nine of Pentacles female has her shit together. But maybe there was a family that kept her, kind of rejected her, didn't want her to be part of the family, maybe because she's young. At the end of the day, they were supposed to give her something, and because they did not, now they're going to be under judgment by God. Okay, moving on. If you are the Nine of Pentacles female, you got your shit together, your own place, nobody lives with you, you have one final decision to make. You are going to have clarity on it, and you will be protected. You might be going through a spiritual awakening, but somebody died. There's a death or an ending to a situation. Oh, you need to end something. Maybe you need to end something at your workplace. Oh, great. That sucks. I already know. You are being protected, but you need to end something, and it starts at your workplace. This judgment call is really? This judgment call is coming from the divine. You have a judgment call. And the divine is saying, stop playing the games. We're sending you in to make the game stop. Maybe someone needs to grow up. Maybe the divine... Maybe there's a lot of games going on around you at work, but you're the only one not playing the games. Someone is going to freak the F out at your workplace. Seven of Cups energy. So they're going to be in their emotions. They're not stable, balanced, or grounded. So they're definitely all up in their head. I don't know. It's still going back to the Nine of Pentacles energy if you resonate with this card, or you need to end something at work. There's been a judgment call. The divine is helping you. But the person that is freaking the F out, this person is putting matters into their own hands. Maybe something happened in their childhood. They do have a message to give you. It's very childish and immature. They might even want to apologize. Some of you are going to have to put matters into your own hands because you do have a child or children. And what your children do not see coming, let's see. Someone's child could be adult children. What they do not see coming. Maybe the divine is telling you you need to let go of the past because you're not thinking straight, and because you put matters into your own hands. Maybe someone's child, what they don't see coming is they really do want to reconcile and have a heartfelt conversation with you. Somebody out there needed to hear that. If you are separated from your kid at this time and you're a female, you have an incoming message from a child that's going to be very heartfelt. It's going to be a new emotional beginning. If you are that Nine of Pentacles energy, you are going to have a wall. You are going to have a wish fulfillment. Maybe you are someone else's wish fulfillment, but whatever it is, keep doing that healing work. Something's going to come in, and once it does, it's going to heal your soul. What's hidden? Wonderful. Fire sign males. Some of you might turn around and become egotistical. And some of you fire sign males might take action towards this Queen of Pentacles. Now, first off, I don't know why I have to say this, but if you are an egotistical kind of asshole, why would you take action towards a Queen of Pentacles? Anyways, a Queen of Pentacles loves nature. She's centered and balanced. Is it because it bothers you that this woman is balanced and you're not? That's what I get out of that. Could be earth sign energy if you resonate with the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not picking on the fire signs. Just please, please balance your emotions. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles, you have a wish fulfillment coming in. Also be careful because you're being pocket watched. Queen of Pentacles energy usually are typically good business women. Sometimes they are wealth, but wealth no longer means always having money. You could be wealthy in other things as well. So be careful because you got people digging into your shit. They're nosy. They're looking to see, they know you got this wish fulfillment. Someone might be spying on you. This is stalker energy, pocket watching energy. So be careful out there, females, especially the ones of Queen of Pentacles or any of the Pentacle energy. Also, if you resonate with the Queen of Pentacles, someone is coming up with a plan to travel towards you. They got something to say and they want to speak some truth. Air sign energy coming in from males. Some of you males that are air signs, doesn't have to be. Maybe you got some truth you need to speak and you are traveling to go do it. King of Pentacles. Maybe also you need to travel so you can find your truth. Okay, King of Pentacles, this is usually typically earth signs, doesn't have to be. But if you resonate with the King of Pentacles, you're learning how to be in love. You're learning how to balance out your feminine and your masculine energy so you can rule. So if you are typically feeling this, you are doing this. You're turning into a King of Cups. You're changing your heart. Congratulations. That's a huge step. So earth sign energy, and we got water sign energy here. I feel like you guys are going to be getting communication or giving communication. And I feel like it's letters or texts. Oh, you guys want to communicate with a Queen of Swords. That's funny. The Queen of Swords, she's in the middle of a transformation. Why? Because she is speaking her truth. She's been in many battles. So she doesn't take any shit. She can see right through the bullshit. And she has her back towards you guys. So maybe you guys want to communicate. You're going to test the waters. This woman who is the Queen of Swords energy, typically that's air signs, doesn't have to be. Just a woman that's very truthful and honest. Anyways, what you don't see coming, you got communication by text or a letter coming in. But what this Queen of Swords does not know is that somebody finally let go of their past. And so did the Queen of Swords. She let go of the past. She walking away and she severed her ties with everything and anything that no longer served her. So she spoke her truth and she moved on. But she's going to get information. So if you are an air sign, you might end up getting some communication that someone actually did walk away from their past and that they severed their ties. And they will be truthful and honest with you. The bad news is, though, the universe is guiding this. Also, you manifested it. Why? Because you knew that they were a big fat liar. Did you pray for someone to finally see the truth? Anyways, somebody's got a stable offer coming in. Could be job related, but this is going to be the beginning of a new stable, firm foundation. Why? Because no more lies. And she doesn't need to look any deeper. She can actually look into these people's souls and be like, yeah, they're telling the truth, finally. And now the foundation is firm. She knew that there was manipulation and abuse behind that. Maybe she was abused. Maybe because y'all didn't want to work with her. You didn't choose her. Maybe it's because she lost money. At the end of the day, her soul can rest. Some people's souls cannot rest because they are unfinished business. Why? Because they did what they did, because their hearts, they weren't brokenhearted when they did it. But some of them even celebrated it. That's terrible. Anyways, you might also get some written communication because somebody wants to celebrate something with you. That's a get together, that's having fun. Ooh, maybe finally someone wants to start celebrating their marriage or a brand new contract. This will not be coming in by a phone call, by the way. And when you receive this communication, both parties will not be struggling. It will come naturally, okay? So that's actually pretty good. We are gonna move along and go into, hold on, I'm gonna shuffle this. We're gonna go into the dice. Let's see what the dice have to say. I try to make these not long, but it never works out that way. Anyways, what does the dice have to say? Somebody's brokenhearted, by the way. Ooh, something about the United States. Or the Lincoln Memorial. Something's gonna fall, turn upside down. Someone's gonna heal their broken heart. Someone's gonna be very, very happy. Why? Because they're going to get a reward and a phone call. They manifested this. Something about Egypt and the United States. It's gonna do a flip. Tables are gonna turn. That's creepy. The number 6 is significant. 6 days. June, 6 o'clock. Somebody is not paying attention to they have their third eye closed. Why? I don't know. A ghost from the past. Something about France, the Eiffel Tower, Paris. This animal does mean something to me and my kids, but a bear. If you look up the animal totem of bear, it's protection to a family or a happy family. Bears protect their cubs. At the end of the day, bear's totem might be significant. The Leaning Tower of Pizza. I don't know what that meant. Somebody is very sad. They do not know what to do. Time's up. Some of you are going to be very sad because you realize that you wasted too much time. And you're going to take a fall. Some of you, again, that's twice. Some of you are eating too much dairy. Some of you are going to be very enlightened or get some sort of message from an ancestor through music. Someone needs to take a gamble. This world is going to turn with or without you. Somebody needs to take a trip in their car. Something about a compass. You're moving in the right direction. Someone's going to take a road trip. Australia is significant. Kangaroos? I don't know. India. I don't know. We're getting into worldly things, and it's a little bit out of my realm, but not really. Oh. Someone is going to get rid of somebody. They're not in love with them. It was just taking up space. This person who was confused before is no longer confused and is heading towards happiness. This person knows exactly where they're going and what they want to do. It was a soul contract. Somebody actually wants to make some sort of an agreement. This agreement's going to bring you happiness and money. And this person can't sleep because they actually do know this. They also somebody wants to take you on a vacation. That's also going to bring happiness. Some of you will no longer be following sheep. That's funny. I got a no answer to a sheep. This person used to be a sheep and now is learning how to not be. Something about the quarter moon is significant. Bugs do, totem animals. Insects do carry totem meanings. So a cricket usually means a brand new beginning. A cricket jump into that new beginning. Something about the quarter moon, the royal family is significant. Transformation, the butterfly. Someone's turning into a beautiful butterfly. They're no longer going to hide things or stop or block themselves. They're following the moon. Maybe they're doing shadow work. They finally found the key, yeah. Oh, that reminds me, some of you guys might not know this, but I did put out a couple of guided meditation videos. Go ahead and take a look. Oh, there is a male in love. He is very optimistic about it. He's moving, picking up his stuff and moving. He's willing to turn his whole life around for love. Aww. And he can't be silent about it anymore. Oh, that might be the announcement. Someone's got a good idea that's going to come to them. Some of you need to get away from the spirit of like loneliness and depression. It is a dark entity. It is a spirit that's making you insecure. And it comes from your family bloodlines. And you need to get enlightened about this so you can step away from that. So there might be a part of you that you might need to heal. Maybe go down your family tree and see where at what point, you know, you will be released from this entity, I think. And once you are, you're never going to be lonely again. You won't be insecure. It does come from a family bloodline, though. Maybe you're a minority. Indian. Some sort of minority. I want to say African American, Black. Any type of minority. Hispanics. Balance and justice is going to be served. The universe is going to balance out. What was taken from you will be restored. I'm also getting another no answer. And the number 5, expect sudden changes. There's going to be a lot of movement coming in. Please be hopeful. Because even though today's August 1st, August is about, you know, quickly moving people in places and things quickly. Because when September hits, that's a whole nother story. And when winter hits, everything dies, right? So that's why this is like the energy picks up. Anyways, we're gonna end this beautiful reading. Some of you get some rest, drink some water. Some of you are gonna feel very different tomorrow. Anyways, for some reason I can't shuffle. Give us a card to end this beautiful reading. Definitely. All right. That's too many. We're not doing all that. Come on. Someone might pop over to your house or pop out of nowhere, but I feel like it'll be a good time when they do. Something about timing. The timing will be right. Someone's protected from the evil eye. Give me a card, come on. All right, hidden knowledge, the untold. So that's the card that came out, hidden knowledge. When prayers grow, I rebuke and cancel. When prayers go up, blessings come down. There is a spiritual hierarchy of beings on which the regulation of the universe depends on. From every cloud and movement of the wind, to the planets, the sun, moon, and stars are all purposely being guided by beings beyond our imagination. This card is to let you know that help is on the way and the divine sees all. The veil will be lifted to reveal some of the hidden truths or knowledge that were kept from us. Certain people either manipulated or stayed by choice in the illusions that were created by the powers that were, to only keep us separated from the truth and from the light that was already within. It will all be exposed. This card could also mean that someone will be leaving or moving out of your life for good, and in return, you will also be receiving a big blessing for all of your hard work. Know that your prayers have been heard. Our blessings come in many forms, and it may come as a person or people, money, or an opportunity that will help you on your destined path, sometimes to even get us to our next blessing. Know that you are divinely protected, loved, and cared for, and everything has a divine order and timing that all goes according to the plan. There is always a bigger picture, and even if you don't see it yet, pay attention to your dreams, allow, surrender, and go with the flow. The untold, the hidden knowledge. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, and until we meet again, namaste.